Hello everyone, this is ChakaWhat here, and today I'm going to be presenting to you an updated version of my top 10 followers of Skryim. The original person to request this list was Kim Thompson, so thanks for watching my videos, dude. Up at number 10, I have chosen Eric the Slayer. Eric is an eager barbarian living a tedious farmer's life in Rorikstead. In order to get him as a follower, one must convince his father, Mercurio, through bribery, persuasion, or intimidation, to allow his son to leave the safety of the small village and seek adventure. After this, Eric will don appropriate mercenary garb and will be available for hire at the price of 500 septims. His primary skills are light armor, two-handed, archery, and block, and his level caps at 40. Eric is also a tribute to a forums user, Eric West, known as Imok the Slayer, who unfortunately passed away from cancer in the May of 2011. 9. Durkee. Unique as he is the only Argonian follower in the game, Durkee is a resident of Darkwater Crossing who was captured and held captive by the Falmer of Darkwater Pass. He must be rescued in order to be unlocked. Though originally dressed in miner's clothes, with the installation of Dawnguard he will wear any armor given to him. His level caps at 30, and his primary skills are archery, light armor, block, and one-handed. He is also available for marriage. 8. Vilkas. A loyal and intelligent member of the Companions' inner circle, Vilkas and his brother Farkas both grew up in Jorrvaskr. When one first joins the Companions, they walk in on a very important discussion about the call of the blood between him and Godlike Whitemane. Vilkas is then the one to test the Dragonborn's arm. He is unlocked as a companion after the completion of the quest Glory of the Dead. Vilkas is a master trainer in two-handed. His major skills are heavy armor, two-handed, archery, and block, and his level caps at 50. He, like his brother, is also available for marriage. 7. Mercurio. He is a spell sword for hire located in the BM Barb. Mercurio's services can be purchased for 500 gold, and his major skills are destruction, restoration, alteration, and sneak. Sassy and smart, Mercurio is always willing to tell you what is on his mind, whether you want to hear it or not. He is most definitely not a pack mule, and knows a good variety of spells. He is available for marriage, and his level caps at 40. 6. Cicero. The Fool of Hearts was once part of the Shadenhall Dark Brotherhood Sanctuary, but after the turmoil in Cyrodiil and the destruction of the Lucky Old Lady statue in Breville, he was forced to travel to Skryim to bring the Night Mother's corpse to the safety of the Falkreath Sanctuary. Driven mad by his position as keeper, Cicero is unstable but fiercely loyal to Sithis and the Night Mother. He can first be encountered in front of Loria's farm. Whether the Dragonborn helps, hinders, or ignores him will determine his reaction to meeting them in the Dark Brotherhood. Cicero can only be unlocked as a follower if one follows the wishes of Sithis and doesn't kill him during a cure for madness. At the end of the quest line, he will then run up to the Dragonborn and offer his services, after a little jest. Cicero's level caps at 50, and his primary skills are one-handed, sneak, archery, and light armor. He also dances randomly, so beware. 5. Oronder. Born Casimir, he was a devout worshipper of the Daedric Prince Vermina. He grew up within the cult, and as a young elf wasn't allowed much outside interaction. He was, however, a member of the Bard's College for a short period of time before his affiliation to Vermina was discovered. While living in Nightcaller Temple, the place was attacked by orcs who had had enough of the torment of the Daedric Prince's nightmares. Casimir was tasked with releasing the miasma, a mist that puts people to sleep. However, before the mist could reach him, he fled, leaving his fellow priest to die. Afterwards, he changed his name to Oronder and devoted his life to Mara. Oronder returned to Dawnstar to help the people put a stop to their nightmares. He can be unlocked as a follower if one spares him at the end of the quest Waking Nightmare. His level caps at 50, and his primary skills are restoration, speech, alchemy, conjuration, and smithing. 4. Jzargo. A spell sword for hire, Jzargo can be found looking for patrons in the Retching Netch and Raven Rock. He grew up in Blacklight Morrowind, claims he's met St. Jib, and lived in Windhelm's Grey Quarter before settling in Raven Rock. His previous patron was a man he describes as a true Nord, who attempted to lead a two-man assault on an enormous bandit camp. Teldrin says that his patron gave him the most menacing grin he'd ever seen, and then and there he knew he would never see the Nord again. He can be hired for 500 septims, his level caps at 60, and his major skills are one-handed, light armor, destruction, and conjuration. Teldrin is also the only follower who possesses the Armsman perk, making him a significantly better swordsman than many others in the game. 3. Freya. Freya describes herself as being an angry child. However, the Skull Chieftain helped her channel that anger into becoming a fine warrior. She plays a large part in the Dragonborn main questline. She first meets our protagonist in the Temple of Miraak as she is attempting to defend her people from the cultists there. Then she will accompany them through the temple. Her father Storn is later slain by the Daedric prince Hermaeus Mora in order for him to finally learn the secrets of the skull. This act leaves Freya shaman, a position she didn't want. Though deeply saddened by her father's death, she learns to accept it and is able to move on. She can be persuaded to accompany the Dragonborn on their travels. She doesn't have a level cap, and her main skills are one-handed, alteration, light armor, and restoration. 2. Serena. A daughter of Cold Harbor, Serena and her family were devout worshippers of the Daedric prince Molag Bal. She describes the ceremony as degrading, and does not speak of it fondly. Serena was primarily raised by her mother, but does not quite know if she feels love for either of her parents. To keep her safe from the prophecy that her father had become obsessed with, Valerica locked her daughter away with the Blood Elder Scroll in Dim Hollow Cavern. No matter which side the Dragonborn takes, Serena will accompany them on their adventures throughout the Dawnguard DLC. Serena is quite the indomitable woman, and even though her level caps at 50, in that time she grows quite stronger and learns new spells. Her primary skills are Sneak, Conjuration, Light Armor, and One-Handed. Plus, she's voiced by Laura Bailey. Need I say more? And for number 1, I have chosen Jzargo. Conceited, arrogant, and incredibly talented, Jzargo is an apprentice mage at the College of Winterhold, and one of the 3 mages to join at the same time as the Dragonborn. Along with Onmund, Berlina Marion, and Tolfdir, he accompanies the Dragonborn to the excavation site at Sarthal. After assisting him with his experimental Firecloak scrolls, Jzargo will agree to follow the Dragonborn. He knows a wide variety of spells from each school of magic, though his primary skills are Destruction, Illusion, Heavy Armor, and One-Handed. He doesn't have a level cap, and also one of the only 2 Khajiit followers in the game. I hope you've enjoyed my list and found it helpful, and remember to like and subscribe. Bye!
Do you believe in kissing, honey?